Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. This is the GM Philosopher, and today we are going to talk about how to weave seduction into your D&D games. This D&D seduction formula may just change the way you game forever. And before we jump into this too much, I just want to give you kind of a clarification, a caveat, if you will. When I talk about seduction, I don't necessarily mean to take it to a level where there's like explicit scenes in your game. This is more like seduction on a romantic, intimate level between NPCs and PCs very specifically. So let's dive into it. I'm going to give you my formula for how to make it work. I've done this successfully in many campaigns, and this is always such an awesome thing to put into campaigns. I'm going to give you my formula for success. I'm going to share 2 different ways that you can make this happen. I'm going to share 5 tips for how to succeed when you decide to try it. And I have a list of 25 different sort of instances. You could even roll on this table. I'm going to include these 25 instances in the description. You could roll on it, or you could just pick one. 25 different settings, contexts where an NPC might choose to seduce or attempt to seduce a PC for a multitude of different reasons. So it's like 25 different reasons. You can look at it and pick one that works the best, because believe it or not, answering the question why the NPC is trying to initiate seduction or seduce or elicit seduction is almost as important as how. And so that list will help you. All right, let's dive into it. First, let's talk about the formula. What is the formula for successful NPC seduction? Okay, I'm going to project it right here. NPC seduction success basically equals A plus B plus C plus D plus E, where A equals attraction buildup, B equals natural development, C equals push-pull dynamic, D equals skill checks, and E equals unique interactions. And so let's go ahead and talk about what that means. First, there are 2 different ways to basically get this into your games. Number 1, an NPC can start it. This is very controllable and it's straightforward. Number 2, you can tempt a PC to start it or elicit it by engaging them in certain ways while role-playing. So you can kind of try to get them to initiate it, and you can do this by utilizing a couple tips. And I'm going to share these tips with you. And here are my 5 biggest tips, okay? Number 1, lead up to it with examples of NPC attractiveness. Gradually introduce the NPC by highlighting their attractive traits. Describe their physical appearance, charm, or unique skills that make them stand out. Use vivid descriptions to paint a picture of the NPC's allure. Mention subtle details like a captivating smile, an elegant demeanor, or a mysterious aura. That's the first tip. Tip number 2, let the natural attraction build over a few sessions. Allow the attraction between the NPC and PC to develop organically over time. Don't rush the seduction. Let the relationship evolve naturally. This might sound a lot like real life, but it's actually so much fun. And I don't want to forget, one of the best reasons to incorporate this into your games is because it is so much fun. It really gets the players emotionally involved. It really gets them attached to the NPC in a whole new way. Plus, there's a lot of times a lot of goofiness and a lot of laughs and just a lot of fun to be had at the table. So not to skip over the reasons why, but let's return to the how. Integrate small interactions and meaningful moments into multiple sessions. Show the NPC's interest through actions and dialogue, gradually deepening connection, okay? Tip number 3, play a bit of push-pull or hot and cold while role-playing the NPC. Use a mix of affection and aloofness to create a sense of intrigue and challenge for the PCs. This technique keeps the PCs engaged and invested in the interaction. Alternate between moments of warmth and distance, have the NPC show interest, and then pull back slightly, requiring the PCs to work for their attention. This is so much fun and it works so well. And this creates a lot of drama too, which is pretty fun. Tip number 4, require checks from PCs to see if their seduction attempts are successful. Make the seduction a dynamic part of the gameplay by incorporating skill checks. This adds a layer of challenge and makes the seduction feel earned. Use charisma-based checks like persuasion or deception to determine the success of the PC's seduction attempts. Adjust the difficulty based on situation and the NPC's disposition. And then finally, tip number 5, create unique opportunities for interaction and engagement. Okay, setting it up is almost part of the whole thing. Design scenarios that allow the NPC and PC to spend time together in meaningful ways. These moments could provide opportunities for deeper connection and mutual understanding. Plan events, side quests, or private moments where the NPC and PC can interact one-on-one. Ensure those interactions are engaging and relevant to both characters' interests and goals. One of my favorite things is the emo PC. Like the player will, I'll say, make a perception check, and they'll see the NPC in question sitting by themselves looking a little bit sad. Almost always they'll take the bait and they'll go up and start talking to them, and then it can lead to something, right? There's a one-on-one interaction, and this is just so much fun. Now, last but not least, I have put together a list of 25 different situations for NPC-initiated seduction in your D&D games. You can reference this list down in the description. It's literally down there. You can copy it and you can paste it into a document and you can use it yourself. So I'm not going to go through all that. I'm not going to read all that. It would take me probably 3 minutes to read through all that. And I don't want to make this video too long. So do me a favor. And if you plan to use that, if you look at it and you think it looks cool, then give me a thumbs up, and that will be awesome. Let me know that someone has seen it and that it is useful to them. All right. I hope that this has given you some inspiration to incorporate some attraction, some seduction into your D&D games. There are so many fun ways to incorporate this into your game. And of course, you can use your own style, weave it into your story with your NPCs. But if you can bring this in even just once or twice now and then, you can really increase the emotional dynamic of your games, and you can really increase the level of caring that your PCs will have for the plot and the NPCs. And more emotional connection means more passion and dynamic gaming and immersive gaming. That is funner for everyone, and that means more to everyone. So, all right, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you so much for listening. Hit that thumbs up button and the subscribe button. And don't forget to come check back. I post videos almost every day. Have a good one.